Hello, 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 hello. Yes. We need ice. We need water. We need fucking water.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Yeah!
Rise with the sun!
Fulfill our pact! Take me up! Lolling! Get him!
Light it up! Light up the blazing sun!
Mind the danger.
Get to work!
Full throttle! Sector!
Cascade.
Cuckoo.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Burn down! From the sky! Take me up!
Be still.
Open fire! Eat Papa! Get him! Fire in the hole! Light up the blazing sun! Let's fly! Rise with the sun!
Cascade.
This might hurt a little.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and
Grow, grow, grow!
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
The Temple of Wisdom!
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs.
Light it up!
Defensive raid
From the
engaged.
sky!
Ultimatum protocol.
Fear the dark. Night falls.
Rise with the sun!
Insulation
Full
channel
throttle!
deployed.
Light up the blazing sun!
Heading for Gusta.
Hah?
Try and stop me!
And in summary, that's the commission we're here for. How's that sound to you, Yehoda?
All the same to me. You should ask yourself one question, though. You want to catch someone and not cry? How many lives are you prepared to lose for?
Well, I once read a story. It told me that if I find a deer with divinity, I could use its antlers to take my place for one death. And what do you know? Deer happens to be one of the Inazuman characters in my name, and I've got my own life to spare. Traveler, what a coincidence. What are you doing in Nodcry? Sharp. I'm here in pursuit of a fugitive who fled Inazuma. He's racked up a real rap sheet, and he's always trying to flee further and further. A few months ago, we received intel that he was hiding out in Nodcry and had joined a band of bandits. He soon returned to his usual... I think they called themselves the Sea Hook Gang or something? Word is they're quite a big deal in Nodcry, and have taken in a fair share of exiled criminals from across... After that, I knocked on the doors of the Curatorium of Secrets, Mora in hand, and asked the boss to get me someone who could point me in the direction of the... That's right. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you're... I can tell. My intuition tells me that if Yehoda became a thief, even I'd never be able to catch her.
You can cut the chatter. Boss Neff gave me the job, but the Sea Hook gang you're looking for isn't the original Sea Hook crew. The original gang's long since disbanded. The people calling themselves that now are just riding on the name and scamming folks left and right.
Interesting. This is news to me. Would you mind telling me more about this new gang?
What's there to tell? New or old, fake or real? The Sea Hook gang are bandits. A bunch of scoundrels who banded together for Mora. That their old leader wound up thrown overboard as fish food. While the underlings fought among some died and others continued their wanderings.
Wait. Doesn't that mean some of the suspects within could have started going around committing...
When a house goes poof, the snakes and rats nestled within find...
But for all the vermin out there, it's also the... If I were a rat, escaping the snake would mean freedom from being hunted down and eaten. When you think about it. In any case, you've been most helpful, Yehoda. Thank you for the intel. It's honestly a real load-off to know that these people are just imposters using the Sea Hook gang's name. I'd have had to admit I was in over my head flying solo against the real gang, with its international cohort of goons and all.
Well, wait. You think you can take them on?
Yeah, more or less. After all, I'm only looking for our Inazuman fugitive. I'm not here to bring the whole gang.
That's a bold statement, but whatever.
Your kindness. Now, I suppose that's that. I'll leave as for me, I'll get to thinking of how I can haul... Something that'd get even the toughest gang...
Okay.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Full throttle!
Huh? Isn't it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in Notcry? Exactly. And Dory's here.
Well, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look. Please take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to.
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course. Just a moment. Remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton of such quality.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
I came to look around Notcry, and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little Mora.
What's this? My most valued customer is already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Is Paimon hearing things? Or did you...
Naturally, my most valued customers are equally valued. Please, rest here a moment while I work the...
You've gotten stronger. It seems you haven't neglected your training since we last met. I see. Notcry is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me. My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful consideration, I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk...
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need. As for the other half, Give it to these two in the form of food or supplies. You
Of course. I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very... Here's your Mora. Please, do stop by again.
I'll be going then. Until next time.
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat? Oh, she's getting...
That's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust.
Hey, that reminds Paimon. You haven't forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before?
Huh? What do you mean? The all-knowing Lord Sangama Bay? Fine, if you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss Alice, my supplier. Miss Alice introduced her to me, and now she drops by from time to time to do business. She's the perfect customer. She always brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
Whoa! That's one suspicious-looking grin. You're not ripping her off, are you?
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about 3 million Mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million Mora? It looks...
Insects have a compulsion to follow the light.
Try and stop me!
The Wild Hunt Assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nashita.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now? What are the Lightkeepers
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point for a while.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Fool me once, I said.
Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild hunt attacks, you know. Come on, let's get moving. There won't be any...
Left for us to... scavenge. I did hear about an overturned cargo vehicle over there.
Hey.
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Even if we solve this wild hunt problem, they'd probably just jump headfirst into some new danger if they thought they could earn some quick Mora. Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make the perfect match. Dying to know something, aren't you? You totally zoned out just now. Ha! Paimon can even guess what you want for dinner. She'll place the orders tonight. Anyway,
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler.
Whoa, free manual labor detected. Those evaluations could not be more different.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is considered.
A pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're
Hi there!
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we can ease our current. 2 more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal. And our manpower is already stretched at...
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements? When will they arrive?
Huh. Has he now?
Yeah. That's what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. But I haven't received any reports for a while now. Yeah, well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes. I'm a superior, yes, but I wouldn't say I have much control over his actions.
So, he made the call for backup on his own initiative?
Hard to say. Contacting HQ is a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright, and all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt, which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nodcry without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. This has been a real test of our endurance, to say the least. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude, I fear. Flynn's understands this well enough, I'm sure. We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our rat Nikki will take care of and ones that we'll target using the I finished the preliminary dispatch work already, but...
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know. You fix it if you're in such a hurry. That, or bring me some snacks.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past...
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking about their... Sorry, what?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes.
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary financial backer of this cannon. And our backing does cover the fees for subsequent repair and maintenance.
And I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake Craft Shop. That means me, by the way. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the assembly line?
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option. Lavender melon candy.
What? No! Absolutely not! Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi and Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. They will not spread any further. We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the locations that
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your help, I can get the Wait, but we don't know a thing about this stuff. You'll be fine, trust me. Just, whoa! This book is so heavy! You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Beep Boop Pizza.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one...
So, it's manuals all? Yup. And if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to fire down by a whole 2/3.
I'll go with you.
Nice! So you'll check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find me in the control room once you're done. Cool.
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously as well, Aino. No
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my... Aino knows explanations for things that don't interest her, but isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure.
I've watched an Effa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot will automatically...
Ah, so you're in the know. Nice.
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's search...
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh,
That thing over there looks
Where? Oh, yeah! It does! Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean... So, right. We got this working without understanding a thing Beep Boopita said.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. The matching result for this symbol is... check passed. All...
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all this stuff for nothing, that's all. Paimon's getting the hang of this now. And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh... We need to take note of the order in which his eye colors change. Purple, red... Hey! Slow down! Paimon didn't catch that! What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed... Alright, one final stop.
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky at points, but...
Good eye. Paimon's the real deal when she deals for real.
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and...
Ugh, couldn't you have mentioned that earlier? A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. 1 yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means the component maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be... The description of input mode isn't on this page. Oh. Phew. That was a real struggle.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input mode... Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. I've no clue, frankly. But whatever. I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place...
A novel analogy, but an apt one. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par. Estimated waiting time remaining. 7.
Yeah! Dessert's just the best.
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices.
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you. Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the...
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in a timely fashion. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from other sites should have sent reports back here, and I'll need to sort...
Righty then. See ya! Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such a case. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can...
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we... Oh yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Now, let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later. Just be sure not to miss my masterpiece in action. Is it just Paimon? Or are there more people here now? Oh, just as well. And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and Oh, come on!
Excuse me, are you guests? If you wish to
No, we're not heading back to our room.
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can enjoy peace of mind and comfort, so that... Familiar with our ways already, but here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive my inability.
It's fine. Can't be... Looks like we'll have to switch channel. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel, but if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan! Lauma got Nefer to help her prep some medicine. We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon marrow. If Nefer doesn't mention a payment, we can cash her services in as a favor. If she does, then we can... The thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up.
Hip. Try and stop me! Rev the engines!
Hey, Black here. Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Hello?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me and... Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here. I'll have someone bring you some snacks.
I don't get it in DVS or from DVS, the character 99. I just make it.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and
So you're busy making...
it's not all good news, I'm afraid. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words...
She cornered us right away! Did she guess what we...
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of people who can ensure cargo safety and...
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider...
Is that so? But... no. Forget Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for
What's there left for us to say here?
More like... most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not? We both seek to resolve the
Or like make a profit off the wild hunt. Climb under...
Dissatisfied, the number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those jobs for Mora
that's...
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything we've built at any time. Such is the and what business would there be left should it end in some great... And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nodcry to follow a trail of clues.
Well, yeah.
In that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. At least you must understand. No, after that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is admirable, to be sure, and though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think? You front and center, me behind the curtain.
guess makes sense.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from profit of some kind.
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But... Hey, boss, I'm back! Huh?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf.
Really? Great! Oh, and...
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days' worth of overtime already?
Well, we better get this medicine delivered, huh? Surely not!
Wait, that can't be. Let me... it was raining back there, so... could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back right now.
Hey! Slow down!
Well then, any plans?
We were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The town's...
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect timing.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we, sticklers for the rule?
Can't sleep?
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and...
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble.
Yeah, sure. Not even an invitation check? Oh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. Yes, channels really do... Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I would like you all to meet... I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine... The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits from afar.
Ah, I see.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Wanna order a glass?
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging options.
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run. With the list of drinks brought out in, Demian will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful not to arouse their suspicion.
Got it! We'll give it a try!
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half.
Hello.
Good work! Now then, get the drink to the guest.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Would I be killing myself with fright? Oh, thanks. Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. Wouldn't come to this dock if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with the wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. How may I assist? Good work! Now then.
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets any worse. I wouldn't just leave it over there.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that, then?
Hard to say.
These
But
are
what I can
bounties.
say is that the
If you want to
situation in
negotiate
Washington
prices,
will get out of
you'll
hand
find a
if that
flea
cannon
market.
isn't fired soon.
Here's
that
the
gun's
thing.
a symbol.
You
The
can't
most
live
solid
life
proof
without
that
a
ordinary
little
folks
spice.
like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling for exactly?
nothing but an illusion. What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, but that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashatown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
I'll lose money at this rate. Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable...
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab of...
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Timyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes, I've heard. Lots of nights over there in Mondstadt. I imagine your title's an impressive one back home, huh?
We were just messing with you.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? Valuable intel will be suitably compensated.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have this job if it hadn't been for your help back then.
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor. Huh. So Nefer can be a nice person sometimes, huh?
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal. Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. Got the scoldings to show for it, too. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones, like Kuvaki detectors.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosie have a mechanical arm, too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, I could hammer one out. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had he told me my future when I first arrived here. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve this wild hunt crisis.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair does us no good in times of crisis. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusions within wild hunt anomalies?
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar? Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary... Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt?
Perhaps. perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you, and naturally, my lips will stay
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drink. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends, and he's had contact with all manner of clients. Since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be safe to assume that our Phantom wants to keep that a secret?
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more people?
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Well, come.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. The roulette showdown is ready to begin.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Though. That's more.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner circle. What the drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol content. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the other party...
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose.
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and...
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like we're in for a show.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and Nod Cry?
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take part now, huh? Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And so long as you can remember its taste the day after. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask everyone a question.
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong out.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kinda intense.
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me?
A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you Mondstatters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good.
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Whoa!
Whoa! New face here just drew the dark horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Nikki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Huh. Says who? I'm still raring to go.
'Cause you didn't.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of a showdown and a wonderful evening.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing cards? Paimon spies some elemental dice.
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears? So, let's go over this again. One die, 100,000 more. Then we have a deal. Come, you two. Take a seat as well.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog. So the disaster...
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go poof.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. 1, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that the odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing that?
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling my intel.
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question for 50,000 off your debt. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say, an illusion?
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, hmm? Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you...
Hey! No means no, alright? This is about my dignity as an intel broker.
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing by again. Sometimes...
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him.
Ooh, that sounds...
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we...
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Sign up with the Fatui. Make sure your paperwork is all in order.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
are bounties.
Cadê Daniel?
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Tevak could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nodcry in general have increased in frequency, but the phenomenon itself hasn't changed. What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within in order to target the moon marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? And why would they want the moon marrow? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon... I was watching it the whole way back. Praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got...
Huh. So you're interested in that?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even 10. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like,
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can...
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too. Just goes to show how big a deal this cannon is.
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, and even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us, too.
Really? They think that? Oh, I'll do my best the next time we work together.
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Whew. That sure was powerful.
I feel so alive right now.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go...
That's what we call drawing a line between your work. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time, I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial... It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all thanks...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
Oh, we haven't made much progress either. But...
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourself. In any case, please.
What do you see?
Bessie.
What? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories...
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been... Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your...
Oh, that's true. She's the Kuthar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay. See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing. Dizzy. It's like I'm returning. Wait, it's not that bad. I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance.
Oh, give me your hand. never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons after Arya's death. Her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, as the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that...
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Is it real?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moon.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but...
I only know what others called him. The Reihir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rarier, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just...
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners! That's way too much for us to handle! That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then! Or maybe he wasn't, and even then, he still defeated Marionette!
Oh? What did you just say?
That's your... ex-colleague? So, we were on Star... Did you just... laugh?
No.
She totally did! Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it... interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rarier would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's...
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry?
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Now give me your hand, and
What the?
Where?
Aether! Come on! We have to leave this place!
What?
Hey! Are you...
Our spaceship. No one left the ship during that time. But you mean...
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't...
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon...
Well, if you say so.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that...
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Oh, looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Yo!
Best let her rest. Best let her rest.
Nice one, nice one.
The Raker of Solnari. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now, exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling as it happens. We have our own reasons to protect Notcry, but even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't ours.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will, in addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions, the winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground. And
let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake...
There we go. Another task done and dusted.
Come, children. It's time to offer up your prayers.
I look this. God damn.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Maybe you should pull out the plug gun. It's supposed to be the new fridge. You like this? Look, it has a screen so you can see all the food that's inside. Like that. So once you visit that, you can actually watch the food in front of you. You're running low on beer. Did you forget to scan that barcode? Yes, I did. On purpose. Ah, there we go. Does it be fake local text like, what just makes it sound more human? Oh, that yogurt is expired. This, but these are the most expensive merchandise for Genshin in that. This Luna figure, these are the most expensive merchandise for Genshin in that. This Luna figure is $200. This figure of Xiao is $320. This big one collectible is $400. Honestly, I don't blame anyone for wanting
Nothing's going right lately. Is a good night's sleep too much to ask for?
This is how vanilla Minecraft looks like.
There, I know. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. And if nothing is the problem...
You really think so? You know, Inafa, you've gotten a lot better at comforting people since you went away. I bet it's the Traveler's influence.
I could not say, but thank you. Please get some rest. I will inspect these sorting robots.
I'm gonna give each one a hit on the head with my wrench. I gotta see for myself which one is going haywire. Oh, Traveler! Paimon! It's you!
Realistic and insane-looking Mount Everest map I've ever seen. This map is supposed to represent Mount Everest and its surrounding areas to a near one-to-one scale, all in Minecraft. So
Hi, Aino! Hi, Inafa! It feels like it's been ages since I last saw you two. Or, wait, maybe not. I don't know. It's all a blur. Sorry. I didn't sleep too good last night. My head's a mess. But anyway, seeing you makes me feel a bit better.
I know. It appears my analysis was correct.
Huh?
You were getting upset over nothing, but now that the Traveler and Paimon are here, your mood has improved. Conclusion. Everything is going to be alright.
Huh! Well, I can't fault. Oh, what's the matter, Aino? You can tell us. Oh, it's nothing major. People keep getting into fights around here, and last night they crashed right into my workshop. All the clinking and clanking makes it hard to sleep.
Oh, sounds like the Clink Clank from Kage Craft Shop is living up to its name.
Do not be alarmed. It's a group of treasure hoarders on the run after stealing from the Fatui.
Treasure hoarders? Dipping into the Vatui's pockets? Wow, the Nokrai faction's pretty bold. Sorry, again, not the point. What matters is...
Yeah, before Inafa came back, all I could do was hide in the workshop and curse them under my breath. But now...
I already cleared them out.
You're the best, Inafa.
Wow, so problem solved, right?
Well, the sleeping problem is solved, but now there's an issue with my...
Nice!
No, not impressive. There's a trade...
Correct.
My bots don't just...
And we'll find him.
Yeah!
How are you going to do that?
By staring him down.
Okay.
I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'll just drag... Whoa! How's that fair? Two of them are just hard-working little bots. If I take them apart, even though nothing's wrong...
Okay then. Alright, listen up, you three. One of you has messed up big time. And if you don't own up, you'll be dragging your friends down with you.
We'll let you off. But just this once. down all right, Traveler. Notice anything off? Yep, that's it! What did I say? A little psychological pressure does the trick. Come on, help me catch him. Do you need to check him over?
Analyzing exterior. No anomalies detected.
Must be the processor then. Uh-oh! He's on the run again! Catch him! What? Is that him?
No, those are scrap sorting bots. It appears he can.
Okay, well now I'm getting curious. There's more going on here than but we need to catch him first. Try sucking him out. You can talk? No, it's not possible. I mean, my prospector bots, there's no way they have awareness like a Nepha. Their cores aren't even a fraction as advanced as hers. But it seems like he can communicate. Can you mind your own business? Jeez, why is this bot so aggressive?
Oh, just you wait. If you don't get out of my sight, I'll round you all up and send you...
The fortress of Marrowseed. What kind...
What is it again? Marrowpeed. Yeah, that seems right. Would you stop with the personal questions? So intrusive. Leave a girl alone.
Whoa! What do you mean, girl?
I'm a girl.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened, but something... Well, guess the only way to find out is to open you up and see what's going...
Don't come any closer! Somebody...
It's okay. I'm a girl, too.
That doesn't change anything!
Apologies, Traveler in Paimon. Aino prefers to devote her full focus to solving perhaps it would be best to follow up.
Installed an average Nogcry machine core. Aino and Emma, we're here!
Greetings.
I mean, I found the source of the malfunction. What?
The bot has the wrong core. It is not the one Aino installed originally.
It has the wrong core? Oh, it's no big deal. The original core was just something I salvaged from a pile of junk. The problem is, this new core is really advanced. Really? Is that why it can... No idea. What I can tell is that this core went through a massive explosion at some point. Almost all the modules are damaged, but I can't think how. If even Aino's stumped...
The core originates from Fontaine, but little is known about this technology. Without relevant knowledge, a breakthrough will take time.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. I managed to extract a useful bit of information. Shard? I doubt it, but I'm sure it's important. It was stored in the deepest part of the core. That's the best protected part, which is why I was able to salvage something from there. The best protected part?
In the event that my core sustained damage, that's where I would move all Aino-related data to keep it intact.
Ah! Knock on wood, knock on wood! Your core is gonna be just fine, Inefa. Don't jinx yourself like that.
I was engaging in a hypothetical discussion.
Doesn't matter, you still gotta say it. Say knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Like that?
Yeah! Whew, that was a close, huh? Anyway, I bet there's other data preserved deep in the core too. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't be able to talk. And I'm gonna extract it all. Man, this core is so mysterious. But if it's so high-tech, how did it end up? Bingo! That's who replaced the original core with this one, and bingo! You know what happened the day before it started malfunctioning? The Fatui chased a group of treasure hoarders. I'm thinking the treasure hoarders stole the core from the Fatui and needed a place to hide it. So, they stuffed it in my prospector bot and handed the original core over to the Fatui to smooth things over. Makes sense, don't you think? I'm pretty clever.
Of course. In fact, intel from the Curatorium appears to corroborate this hypothesis. Several of Marinette's subordinates were robbed on their way back to Snezhnaya. Although it is unclear what was stolen, the culprits were identified as a group of 3 treasure hoarders. Their leader is a silver-haired woman wearing a hood. As for the remaining 2 members, there is a man with pink hair and a man with purple hair.
Wow! So Paimon was right. The local treasure hoarders around here are bold.
Actually, this group has only been active recently.
Who cares? Yehoda said they're just a bunch of small frying. Yeah. If those treasure hoarders really did mean to hide the core in this bot, they're probably gonna come back for it. Let them come. If they're nice, I'll even share my crankakes with them. And if they're mean, Inefa will give them a good old knuckle sandwich. And if they tried... I already thought of that. Inefa, can you get Little Chard and the others to come over here? Okay, hold on to your hats. I'm gonna hide Little Chard in a scrap prospector bot. Do you already... Lombro! What kind of name is that? Did you get it from somewhere in your data bank? It doesn't sound like... Oh, so use Lombro as a last name. Huh, I kinda like it. You're stuck with it either... don't think it likes the sound of...
Correction. This bot has no capacity to like or dislike something in its current...
Huh? Why? Because its core was destroyed. Like, remember how I found the word chard and... Oh! Anyway, we can figure all that out later. First, we need to make sure Little Chard is hidden. Why don't you take the ring? Nice job! You've got some engineering chops, that's for sure. sure. And thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of... I expect good work out of you, little Chard. But don't worry.
Like I care.
We gotta do something about that There. Much cuter. Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have no use for, well, I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay good prices, deal? Awesome! Turns out Inepa was right all along. Every good luck out there on your travels.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level. Exceed.
Doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from Mike. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rarir's super fast? Well, we'll just get Inepa to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nokrai, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization. Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, Yeah, it's still new news. So not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. I'll send Inepa over to Nasha Town with some flowers later. Oh, he seemed like a good guy.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! What do you... Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming along?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition...
All right. We'll see you later.
Hang on! Weren't you supposed to bring me some candy?
Sorry, but...
Batch inspection complete.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting out. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishik, my old friend. Fill us in if you...
Greetings. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit...
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. so he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go up. So, the evidence points to Flint's. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require—
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would—
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been— Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see—
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? Hey! Why you—
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open— Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once, this light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
escape!
The night is cold.
Silence!
Wrath from the sky! Rev the engines! Illusion shattered!
Not now.
Bow your head.
Light of the blazing sun! Switching gears. Full throttle! Shine down!
Settle down.
Don't be scared.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
My guiding stars.
Rev the engines! Hip. Hup. Full throttle! Something to add to my collection. Try and stop me!
Change of plans.
Bow your head. I'll make sure
Burn it down! There is no escape!
Silence!
The night is cold.
Rise with the sun! Shine down!
Whoa! Fog's really rolling in. Quick! Is that a lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Shine down! There is no escape!
Bow your head.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something in... Huh? Why isn't he giving off... took place here. Did Flints leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flints' voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here, all by your...
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract? Yet,
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day.
only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though.
What?
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely...
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the wild hunt.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the wild hunt massing to...
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Ruru could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should.
Ah.
So not only is this Rurir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little long. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rurir's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire?
Could you take... We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Rev the engines! Full throttle!
This elevator was inspired.
I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not...
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough...
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Oh, still acting all mysterious. But He seemed pretty confident, so guess we've gotta trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this invest.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have...
We'll do our part too. All right. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick up. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern, but where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I... Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear he would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me... When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly...
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh! You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers that it doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. So, but the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words...
It's right! If only
You mean Hintsa?
we had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
Try and stop me! Phew, hip. Hup. Rev the engines!
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess.
It is indeed. Our sincere... We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but, what's it?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope the
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir, and 8 days ago he had yet to act. But it's with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as you...
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
outside. We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall our first meeting, had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first...
Yeah. Hard to see how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer.
All right. I suppose your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish, you know humans well. But some things that humans would consider difficult.
So, you mean...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but...
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not let those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from there.
Is that why you...
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long... But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt or...
Well, you need us to get you where you...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergency.
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right, then. We'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past and...
Paimon's lips are sealed, too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about... Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now...
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for.
You want?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something... We were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? Ugh, this is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but it's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey! Let us in!
My apologies.
Hold on!
What into that is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and...
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is...
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little check. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it! No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stated?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to up... So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you? My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have run. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar fate. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't...
So, did Flint's make his escape after here?
And that's where Yehoda, the quick wit, while everyone was super focused on the art.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new...
All right, then. Yehoda, let's have this discussion over it. I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no—
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has— Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more—
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and—
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only—
Then we best act fast.
a feeling we all share.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a—
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so—
Gotcha!
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Yeah.